Welcome to the Transparent FX Academy. I'm Nick and I'm a top author on TradingView with over 190k reputation points. In this video, I will be speaking about USDCAD. Now, as usual, to keep the video as educational as possible, first I will be covering the technical aspect for this market, and then we will be moving to the order flow by looking at the commitment of traders, so the COT data, so essentially what hedge funds and the big players in the market are doing and how they're moving their orders. And by the end of the video, by using the combination of these two different types of analysis, we will try to understand where we have the highest probabilities for the next potential move here for this pair. So this is definitely a video you do not want to miss. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. This is the place to be for high quality free trading education. Now, without further ado, let's jump straight onto the charts. Starting here from the monthly time frame, what we can see is that at the moment, clearly we have a range-bound market. We have, in fact, the top of the range here that already has been tested and respected as resistance in multiple occasions. And at the same time, we have the bottom of the range here, which as well has been tested and respected as support in multiple occasions. However, there is also another level that we must pay close attention to. And I spoke about this as well in the previous analysis, which is this intermediate level of previous monthly resistance that is now turned support here. Now, as the market is testing and rejecting this previous monthly resistance turned support, we could expect a bit more bullish price action to be created, heading towards another test of the high of the range. So from a monthly standpoint, everything seems quite bullish, and we could expect a bit more bullish price action, at least for another test of the high of this range, as the market is rejecting this intermediate level of support. Dropping down on the weekly time frame, what do we see? Well, from a weekly standpoint, the situation is quite clear. The important structured zone that we must identify is this area here, which was acting as previous weekly resistance all across that zone, respected as resistance already in multiple occasions. Then, with this impulse, the market broke above that zone, and all this previous resistance was turned support here. And the market is currently testing and rejecting the previous weekly resistance turned support to the upside already quite aggressively. We can also notice that from a pattern standpoint, we have a clear impulse followed by this correction. And in general, after an impulse, if you want to measure the correction, you have to take your Fibonacci from the low to the high of the impulse leg. And if we do that, we can see how we have the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement lining up exactly with this previous horizontal resistance turn support, therefore creating confluence of support, which we could in fact expect this market to reject to the upside, as it is currently doing. So also here in the weekly, everything seems quite bullish, and we could expect more potential bullish continuation to be created away from this level. Also keep in mind that inside of a confluence of support zone, there is an increased probability of getting more institutional longing, because as we have multiple layers of support lining up in the same area of price, that increases the probabilities of institutional longing. And we will be speaking about institutional longing in just a few minutes when we move to the commitment of traders analysis. For now, let's drop down on the daily time frame and see what we have. Well, from a daily perspective, the situation is quite clear. I did speak about USDCAD just a few days ago when the market was around this area, and explained all the reasons for which we could expect this rejection to the upside, which in fact is exactly what the market just did. And by the way, I will link in description that previous analysis, so you can go and check it out for more free education. But at the moment, what do we have and what kind of moves this market seems to be creating when it comes to the structure? So how is this structure shifting here from a daily perspective? Well, before we dig deeper into that, first, let's go and see what we have when it comes to the commitment of traders. So what hedge funds and the big players in the market are doing, and let's check the data precisely for the CAD. Now, what we can see here is that with the last reports on the CAD, net positions have been massively decreased. We went from having minus 63.2k net positions all the way down to minus 91.6k net positions, with 5,100 shorts added just with the last report on the CAD. This shows how a huge amount of institutions are moving to the bearish side of the CAD, therefore longing USD CAD. Now, why do I say longing USD CAD? Well, because all currencies on the spot are traded against the USD. So if you're looking at the data for the CAD, actually you're looking at CAD USD. But since you want information on USD CAD, you have to simply reverse everything. So institutions shorting the CAD are essentially longing USD CAD, therefore making it stronger. So if we move back here to the chart, what do we have? Now, from a daily perspective, clearly all this level is resistance. It was acting already as resistance here, preceding all these rejections to the downside. Now the market has broken above the level. So all this previous resistance is now turned support exactly here. So if the market will go for a retest of this previous resistance turn support, that is where we have very good probabilities of getting more institutional longing, since already institutions are longing USD CAD. And at that point, that would further increase the probabilities of a potential rejection to the upside away from this level. So if the market will go for a retest of this zone, what would I expect? And by the way, if you still haven't, make sure that you join my free Telegram channel, which you find both on the screen and also linked in description, together with that previous analysis for more free education of all this rejection to the upside. You find them both in description. Now, back to the analysis. So as I was saying, if the market will go for a retest of this level, what would I expect? Well, as usual, trading is reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily timeframes combined with the COT data, those are the best timeframes when it comes to the directional aspect of the market. However, when it comes to identifying early shifts in the trend of a market, the best timeframes for that are the intraday timeframes, so 4 hour and lower. Therefore, what I would expect is that if this market would shift from an intraday bearish to bullish market, at that point, I wouldn't be surprised to see a potential rejection to the upside, completing this daily impulse correction and impulse pattern to the upside. That definitely wouldn't surprise me. Now, if you want to learn more, I really suggest that you go and check out the transparentfxtrading.com website, which you find linked in description. From here, in fact, you will have the possibility to gain access to my entire courses. You will also have the possibility to gain access to one-on-one live private mentoring directly with me, the VIP market breakdowns with the Telegram signals, the COT data software, which is precisely the one that we used in this video, the trading station software, which puts together everything that you need as a trader all in one interface. And if you continue to scroll down the website past the testimonials, you will see that you have the possibility to join and gain automatically access with email and password that you will create during the sign-up process. So I really suggest that you go and check it out as soon as possible. The link is in the description and I will see you in it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and also let me know in the comments below for any new pairs or topics that you would like me to cover in my next videos. And I will see you in my next breakdown.